Hi everybody, it's Kate from Katie Did. We are gonna do some wading today. It's the middle of February and it's unseasonably warm. So I have my waders on, I have my scoop, and I am going to see if I can get to that island that I've been eyeing for some time now. Come along. The ice there, the gravel bar that has eluded me all of these times. I'm hoping that the water is actually shallow enough that I can wade across up where the water is open. So we'll see. Still need to do that experiment. See if agates sound different than other rocks. This one I think is just... Ah yes, my Jasper and quartz fetish. I've decided I'm going to call these quaspers because I've been finding so many of them. Quartz and Jasper together is quasper. That one is... Oh, I was gonna say it's too large to take, but it's got these cool swirly things in it. Into my bag it goes. Well, so far this is actually pretty good. I can see there could be a problem coming up here, but it's kind of cool to wade right in the middle of the water like this. See how deep it gets. Wow, look at this piece of brecciated jasper. That is so pretty. Into my bag. And here's some cool green, greenish blue, if I can get it. Oh, isn't that nice? I wonder if that's like jade. So pretty. So quasper, and right below it there's another one. This is very, very common apparently, but I do think it's pretty. Well, Kava wanted us out of the water, which I can understand because she's all barefoot and stuff. I did tell her that she didn't have to be in the water, but apparently she doesn't think that that's a very good use of her skills to let me be out there without her. So we're back on the shore for now. I don't want her to freeze, and we're just gonna see what we can find. It's another example of stock work. I really am curious about what makes these rocks the way they are. They're all crisscrossed, and it's almost as though something has broken them apart and then put them back together. I think it's kind of neat though. I see some petrified wood. Maybe. No! Rats! That was more dramatic than it really ought to have been. Oh, such a beautiful day. Water is so nice and clear and cold. Now, if I could just find myself a nice big agate, my day would be made. Maybe this is some petrified wood. It's tricky underwater because they get these lines, these silt lines, but this is in fact a piece of petrified wood. Yay! Now I feel happy. The wind is pretty gusty today. It's making some ripples in the water that weren't there earlier. But at least there's water, right? Instead of ice. And the sun is shining. And I'm wading in the river in February. It's all so crazy. What really amazes me is that I'm down at the Forsyth River access again because it's closest to my house. And I've been here numerous... Oh, look at this Jasper. Ooh. I hope you can see that. That is so pretty. Anyway, I've been here numerous times this winter, and every time the riverbank is a little different. The river is definitely different, and every time there's something new to see. This is interesting. It might just be quartz, but I have found waterline agates like this before in this just really kind of skinny little package, and they're quite pretty. So I'm gonna take that home and see if maybe it's something good. Very anxious for summer to come and for the river to warm up some and not be flooding. Of course it needs to flood first because it needs to turn all this over, but I'm anxious to come down here with my snorkel and just float the river, looking underneath it, looking at all these cool things. Looking underwater is one of my favorite things in the world. Ah, there's some more of those silt lines that are always fooling me. It's like being on another planet. And so if I can combine that with another of my favorite things in the world, which is looking for rocks, I might just be so blissed out I won't even be able to get out of the water. Sort of milky on the bottom, but I'm going to take this and wash it off. Of course, I didn't bring my squirt bottle, not because I forgot it, but because I was planning on wading, and you know, the stuff was already in the water. So there you go. Always bring your squirt bottle. Okay, we've got these two things to wash off. Let's see how it goes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That is cold water. Ooh, look. I think this actually has some agate stuff in it. I thought, looking at the bottom, that it might be just all milky, but this is a nice specimen. Well, I'll take that. And let's take a look at this other one we picked up here. Oh, that's so icy. Oh my. That is super pretty. It's not a Montana agate. But I have found recently that picking up things that are like agates, but not, has netted me some pretty cool things. I found one that was kind of a green plume agate, or moss agate. We call them Montana moss agates, but they're you know, because the iron inclusions sort of look like moss, but they're not true moss agates, I've found. And the agate that I found that had the green in it looked agate-y. It looked interesting, but it was not identifiable as something awesome. So I took it home, cut it open, and oh my gosh, it's one of the nicest things I've ever cut. It was my first cab, and yeah, so I recommend if you see something that is sort of interesting, that you think could be something, don't just disregard it because it's not exactly the same as what you're looking for. So we're leaving the beach where we usually are and just hiking around the bend a little bit. I saw that there is quite a lot of shallow water, so I thought I would just come wade here. And also, I haven't explored this beach very fully, so we'll do that as well. Scooped this out of the water, and you can see it's got the opal forming on here, and it looks, oh, it's so pretty on the back, but it's got these bumps. It's very dark, but as we've discovered, dark doesn't necessarily mean bad. It means it's got a lot of inclusions in it, and you can see I'm causing a black cloud to come along with me, so wading this direction isn't so good. But anyway, I really like this, and I'm going to take it home. Sometimes agates under the water look the same as they do above the water. They're very clear. like that one. This one is probably not much of a cutter, but I do love the ones that just shine in the sunshine. Some of the jasper that I find just blows me away. Just the way it's all mingled and swirled and so many different colors. And then it's equally just about as hard as agate. So when you cut it, it polishes very beautifully as well. So I just think that's amazing. All right, it's just about to a point where I'm not going to be able to wade here anymore. Oh my goodness, look at, there's a little gravel bar out there. I think I have to see if I can get out. It's pretty. All right, so we need to get over to here. Let's see if we can figure out a way to do it without getting our feet wet. And yes, need is a very strong word for what actually is occurring, which is I want to. Okay, that was easy. Nice. Cute little thing. Kava's not happy. It's okay, Kava, I'm just right here. Yes, I know you don't like me in the river. This is cool. Just picked up this little piece of jasper. And then just down here, as I was walking across, saw a nice big chunk of petrified wood. That'll do for the day as far as that goes. Sometimes stones that look just gray on the ground actually are, in fact, agates. You can see here that it's nice and clear on the inside. So the only reason it looks gray is because it's just covered with a little bit of silt. So this was completely covered with water when I was here earlier this summer, which means that I haven't been down at all to this beach down here. So I thought I'd walk on the ice and see if there's anything that other people have missed. Looks like it goes back quite a ways. When I do the summer snorkeling, I may have to come out here and snorkel in the little drainage ditch. We'll see. It's just such a beautiful day. I wish you could feel how warm and nice the sunshine feels. You can see the blue sky, you can see the blue river, the beautiful rocks and the golden weeds. But there's something so amazing about sunshine in February. A lot of those black rocks. This is so interesting because everything looks different underwater. And it's like I've never hunted agates before. I can't recognize anything. On the other hand, it's so much fun wading in the water. I just wanted to show you how still the water is right here. You can see a little bit of the ripples from the wind, but I mean, it's so clear. It's so clear and it's so beautiful. It's amazing. So close and yet so far. Take a peek at the rocks that I found. Well, that was a lot of fun. I have an awful lot of rocks and it was very heavy to carry back, but it was super enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed yourself. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.